As I said a moment ago, Donald Trump lied a lot last night on Roe v. Wade and late-term abortions, the January 6th attack, the COVID pandemic, the southern border, the economy, and Biden's history with black voters, a crucial block the president seems to be losing his grip on. So let's start right there. Joining us now from Philadelphia is NBC News correspondent Shaq Brewster. So, Shaq, you watched with a number of voters last night. What did they say to you? What did they think about the performance by both men?
Well, Katie, it was interesting. There was movement from the beginning of the debate to the end of the debate. One of the voters who came in saying that he was mixed between undecided and just very disappointed in President Biden said that he can't support Biden and then added the word yet. So it gives you a sense that there is an opportunity here. But let me step back because we came to Philly for a very specific reason. This is a place that received visits from both Donald Trump and Joe Biden in the month before the debate as they made direct appeals to black voters. And polls show that Biden is still winning black voters overwhelmingly, but it's short and falling short of what he achieved in 2020. So I want you to listen to some of the comments that we heard after the debate when I asked all three of them who said they voted for Biden in 2020 how they're feeling afterwards.
I thought he stumbled. You know what happens? I thought Trump was unhinged for 90 straight minutes.
I think that because he was a little bit more fluid throughout, I didn't think that one moment took away from everything else that he had to say.
If the election were tomorrow, who would you vote for?
Me? Say no. I'll vote for Biden, for sure.
Would that have been your answer before the debate?
No, I wasn't sure.
The thing is, Katie, these are folks who sat there and watched every moment of the debate, at points taking notes, because they knew we were going to have this conversation afterwards. So many people don't watch the debate like that. They see the highlights, they see the reporting afterwards, they hear clips and moments from these debates. And the big thing in a city like Philadelphia, it's not just about Biden being able to win back voters he won in 2020, but it's about making sure that voters show up, making sure that they turn out. And when I asked if they have enough evidence to be able to convince other people to go out and vote, that's when the answers started to get a little bit more murky. It's clear that there's more work that President Biden will have to do in a place where he should be doing extremely well, Katie.
Enthusiasm was so key in 2020. Enthusiasm is what helped Donald Trump or President Biden win and Donald Trump lose. The enthusiasm among Democrats to vote for Joe Biden and also to vote against Donald Trump. Will that enthusiasm still be there in November? Shaq Brewster. Shaq, thank you very much. Joining us now, former GOP strategist, co-founder of the Lincoln Project, and author of Running Against the Devil, a plot to save America from Trump and Democrats from themselves, Rick Wilson. So Donald Trump last night lied a whole lot. At one point, he talked about how Democrats want to abort babies outside of the womb, that the baby is delivered and the doctor puts it aside and says, we'll figure out what to do with this baby later. That's called murder. That doesn't happen. But he got away with all of that. He got away with lying and lying and lying and lying. The moderators didn't fact check him. They said they were not going to. Joe Biden didn't fact check him either.
Well, look, Katie, I mean, Joe Biden can have a bad night, but Donald Trump every single day of his life is a fraud, a con man, a pathological liar, a sexual assaulter, and a felon. And so, you know, when you saw Donald Trump, within the first few minutes of the debate last night, he realized he wasn't going to get checked on any of the crazy stories. So as the debate progressed, he got more and more and more and more manic about his lies and more like sort of Tommy Flanagan, that's the ticket. Yeah. The whole thing it just ramped up because he knew he was getting away with lying on the set.
But he was able to get away with it, and he was able to pitch himself as something he is not to 49 million Americans who were watching. It's about the numbers we think that's going to fall on. He was able to say that January 6th wasn't a big deal, that he offered Nancy Pelosi troops, and she said no to it. I mean, he was able to get away with so much last night because there wasn't a fact check. There wasn't effective pushback. Does that affect the election?
Look, I will say this. Debates are overscored as a general election motivator. They do not have the impact that we in the political class and the media class think that they have. Was it a bad night for Joe Biden? I'm not going to say it wasn't. It was a terrible night for Joe Biden. But Donald Trump has a terrible day and night all the time. He never gets any fact checking on the whole. And that's part of the problem we have in the country right now, is that he has been allowed to tell these unbelievable lies for a long time without his people or him getting cut off in midstream and mid-sentence, which is, I'm not editorial, I'm not a journalist.
People have cut him off.
They have. Some of them have.
But every word out of his mouth can be a lie. So.
Right, including the articles A, and the. I mean, this guy can lie. This guy can lie about things with. He could describe the sky as blue, and there would be a lie contained in it in some manner.
All right, we're gonna have to leave it there. Thank you so much, Rick Wilson. I appreciate you coming on.
Hey there, MSNBC fans. I'm Luke Russert, and be sure to join me, Rachel Maddow, Jen Psaki, Lawrence O'Donnell, Steve Kornacki, Joy Reid, and many more September 7th in Brooklyn, MSNBC Live Democracy 2024. Click on the link for ticket information. We will see you there.